What is up, everybody? About to get down with this growing season, and this is going to be the best one yet. I'm kind of one of those live and learn type guys, and I think I probably got it nailed this year. So tune in, guys. Please subscribe down below. That'll help my channel out a lot. And make comments. I'm open to comments and suggestions and all that good stuff. So first, I'm going to get started with, I want to show you this insane amount of seeds that I've accumulated. And this is not even all of them. The last few seasons I've kind of wasted a lot of seed also doing it different ways. Tonight I'm going to show you guys how to start your seeds indoors. First things first, you want to get everything that you need for the job. For the mixing of the soil, I've got 3 different types of soils here. Mix, garden soil, and one's a seed starting mix. I'm going to mix them all together to get a perfect mixture. And then I've got all my seeds over here, and then I've got my markers. I use close clips for my seeds because they're so small to keep them all separated. I can just put it down on this, put them where I want to go. Tonight I'm going to focus on peppers. February 16th right now. I am a little bit late on this. I meant to do this last week, but I've been kind of going through a lot. So stick with me, guys. We're going to do this. Other thing, it's really important that you wash all your utensils, and hold the soil. You want to wash them with warm soapy water and just make sure they're rinsed real well. And you just want to wash everything. Okay, now you want to add a little bit of water. I use distilled water. You don't have to do that. I didn't do it for the first 2 seasons. I'm going to do it this year just because you want this stuff to be clean. You don't want to bring any bacteria or any diseases to your baby plants. But you just put a little bit of water in there. Mix it up real good. You want your seeds to be able to develop the roots and really grow. Otherwise they'll come out of the dirt and they'll be all pretty and all that, and then they'll just stop growing and you won't know why. So you definitely want to make sure that you don't pack this dirt in. You do want this to be moist but not wet. You kind of want it to be warm also. And once they get in there and get that moisture, they'll start to germinate and they're putting out roots and everything, and then they'll come up out of the ground. So you just don't want this. You don't want this very wet. You want a little bit more than that. A little bit more than that. So you just add a little bit more water. You just have to feel it out. And I'll show you how to do that now. Just add a little bit more water. You want it like just good moist dirt. So I'm just going to keep mixing this up. I'm just going to lay some on it and basically just drop them down in the holes. I'm going to go ahead and fill this whole tray up tonight. But I'm not going to start all my plants tonight. I just wanted to get the tomatoes and the onions and the green peppers and the jalapeno peppers started. I want them to be big plants or pretty good sized plants before they go outside. Because this is only my 3rd season, but I've learned so much from doing this, from just trial and error. And I'm trying to eliminate that error for you guys. So stick with me, guys. I'm trying to help you guys, and I'm trying to help myself. Listen, I'm not packing this dirt down in these holes. I'm just kind of laying it and spreading it out. I'm inside because, like I said, February 16th, 21 degrees. I think it's 21 degrees outside. It's sleeting, it's hailing, and it's just crazy. And it doesn't, where I'm at in the 7A zone, it could be spring tomorrow. So it's really important that I get these started right now. Now what I'm going to do is that was actually a perfect mixture of enough soil to fill this whole tray up. So okay, so I'm going to do 6 of each of my pepper plants. So I'm just going to take a steak knife, jab little holes, do 6 of these like this. Kind of tough to do it and video record it at the same time because I've got my eyes on that. But anyway, I've got my holes now, and now what I'm going to do, before I lose track of what I'm putting where, I'm going to go ahead and mark them. I found these seeds that I had from last year, so I'm going to do 6 jalapeno plants, 6 banana pepper plants, 6 green pepper plants. So what I'm going to do is just take the jalapenos first. I'm going to put them in my tray, and then I'm going to put them down. I can't do it with just one hand. So I'm going to have to let you guys rest for a second. In each pod, I'm going to hold 3 or 4 in my finger. I'm just going to drop it down into the hole. And then I'm going to cover it up. And I'm going to keep track of that. by covering it up. Okay, and that way I know that I've already put seeds there, and it's not a big deal because the stronger plants are the ones that's going to make it, but the weaker plants are going to be cut because you don't want to mess with the roots really after they get started anyway. They're fragile and you could send your plant into shock for the rest of the season, and you don't want to do that. Just didn't understand why I didn't get as good of a harvest as last year, and that's just because I moved the stuff around. Or once you get some experience, you'll get better and better at this, and it's cool. That's cool going back into your garden and picking your own stuff. And I think peppers, you need to have them about a ½ inch deep. So that's what I left that at. Now what I'll do is put these seeds back in the container, and then remember that I put that before I move on to the next seed. Okay, now my dish is clean. Okay, now before I move on to the next pepper, I make sure that this is marked. I'm going to get that, and then I'll get back to you guys. It's the same thing. Okay, now when you're all done putting them in the holes and everything, you just want to pack the dirt down. You don't want to pack it down real tight. You just want to kind of pat it down, okay? And then you want to take a bottle. I take a spray bottle like this and just kind of mist it down. The soil's already moist, but you just want your stuff to kind of settle evenly. And I always water with a water bottle just because it's a light mist, and it just gets the moisture not wet. You want to do that, guys. So anyway, we've got our banana peppers done, our green peppers, and our jalapeno peppers, and I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up because it's 2:24 in the morning and I'm tired. So good night, guys. Please consider subscribing. God bless.